My friend, it's good to see you.
What's happening?
You need a hand?
I do.
Or a chain?
Thank you very much.
Matthew Benjamin Chaim.
My name is Matthew Chaim. I'm so happy to be home.
According to Hip Hop Canada, Matthew Benjamin Chaim is raw, conventional, and he's a musically innovative being that you need to keep an eye on. Tell me about your journey.
It's been a long time. I've been doing this thing for a minute. Used to be a rapper. Now I'm singing. But still sometimes rapping.
Sound nice on it. Put a little ice on it. Feel like we in too deep. Can't find a place to scream.
And yeah, it's been, lots of ups and downs, but right now I'm really enjoying it. I'm excited to be back here in the home city and ready to put on a sick performance for everyone. This mic is crazy. It's like a dumbbell.
When was the first time you ever made a song?
The first time I ever wrote a song was actually with Jeremy Mona, who's opening tonight. At the time he was going by Boots Collabo, and he asked me to write a rap song with him.
Never gonna understand how it works, but all I can do is go hard till it hurts, right?
And like our friends here kind of liked it, and I was trying to be kind of funny in all my rap lines, so I was like a punchline rapper.
Rapper. How did you change from being a punchline rapper to a singer?
Good question. I don't think at the time I even had the chutzpah, had the courage to even start publicly saying anything.
Scoops. You're scoops. What are you scooping?
What am I I mean, I don't know. I never really thought of that before.
Boots and scoops, and then I saw you at Hip Hop Karaoke in 2013 or 14, and I interviewed you. What changed since then till now?
It's funny you say that because Hip Hop Karaoke is right down the street, right? It's right down at Mount Royal in Saint Laurent, and there was this Halloween costume store right there, and I remember I had it kicked me into this memory of doing hip hop karaoke around this time of year. I remember the first song I ever did was Arin kin kin, Arin kin kin, Arin kin kin.
P-O-N-P-T-O-A, my city mobbing in the streets.
All I want is money and power, da 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 da. Is that the song?
Yeah, you got it way more than me, yeah.
All my life I want money and power, respect my mind, or die from nature.
Backseat Freestyle by Kendrick Lamar.
I recently moved to LA though, relocated for this whole music thing, and yeah, I've been enjoying it, but I'm so fucking happy to be home with my best friends and my best family here. The best city.
And the more that I travel, the more that I fall in love with the city, and I'm grateful for having grown up in a city with this sort of pacing and culture and people and personalities, with the people here.
When I first moved to LA, I actually drove from Montreal to LA, and on that drive, I saw a lot of beautiful things. And it kind of stuck with me, and now nature is all over the project that I'm going to be putting out, both visually and sonically.
Your new album, what is it called?
It's coming out November 8th. It's called The Mathematics of Nature. And yeah, I'm very excited to share it.
Why is it The Mathematics of Nature?
It's a very good question. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's sort of a name that came to me a while ago. And it just kind of stuck. But I've been drawing a lot, and all the artwork is drawn by me. And all that artwork is of nature. So I've just been obsessed with drawing ever since I drove from Montreal to LA. I started just all the mountains that I saw on that drive through the States sort of stuck in my mind, and now I draw them a lot. So that's where the nature came. music is, I guess, like a way for an excuse to be vulnerable. Now becomes like a more interesting period of actually going out and singing those songs in front of people and being able to access that vulnerability on stage. And that's something that I'm just starting to, I think, crack into a bit.
The 9 to 5 matrix and go to pursue your dream?
Very good.
We leave that matrix.
That's a very good question. I would say that it's sort of like naturally, happened in the sense that I just kept falling deeper and deeper into writing music. It was a hobby. For a very, very long time. And I did have a job. I graduated university here at McGill, and then I got a job, and I was working full-time and doing this sort of as a light hobby thing, and then it more and more took over my life.
Cause you ain't never happy, there's a thing to make you happy, like when you make love with me, we love you, find your way, don't stop for it, don't rock with you, try not for it, try not for it, sipping it, my best friend says she knows.
And so I had moved out, I moved back home, I got a second job. Actually, first I quit my job because I'm like, I'm gonna make music. That wasn't much of a plan. So I ended up getting that job back and getting a second job and moving home. So I just started saving a lot of money. And luckily those jobs were positions that didn't absolutely kill my, time. Like I still had enough time to do my things on the side. And
Follow me, one more, yeah. Never know mine. She can find a way, see it at the kids' table. We ain't with the grown-ups now. Never know mine.
there were periods where the music dropped out a bit and I wasn't doing it so much, and I questioned, is this going to happen?
Namaste.
Exactly.
Namaste. Tell us about Namaste.
Namaste? What do you mean?
Namaste.
Wait, I'm going to stay.
Namaste.
Yeah, so you just keep doing it in the sense that, like, yeah.
We gon' win. We gon' win. We gon' win.
Either push through it, or even sometimes you don't push through it. You just, like, you give up a little, but there's this book, Art and Fear, and it talks about, like, quitting only is when you like quit for the last time. You know, you're gonna quit a million times and then pick it back up, and that's what's kind of happened to me. And through that effect, like, a snowball starts to form, and hopefully still forming, and you pick up momentum that way.
Never give up and build that snowball, especially in Montreal because it's so cold.
Exactly. It's a very good reference for this place.
Well, thank you very much. Matthew Chaim, everybody. Where do you like to get late night munchies?
Excellent question. Poutine, you can't go wrong with that. And the thing that I miss the most when I'm not here is bagels, for sure. Montreal bagels, can't go wrong with that either. And like a fresh bagel, St. Viator, Fairmount, like even real bagel, like all gooey and what have you. You need to buy a dozen, and then by the time you get home, you have like 2 left.